You are here to see what?
Super Mario Bros.
And why do you want to come see it?
Because 19 years ago it was the most important thing to me in the world.
Really? And did you drag your girlfriend along?
She's a friend of mine, but she's just as excited to be here as I am.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Because it was a movie that came out when Mario was the biggest thing in the world. Yeah. And every reason to be good, and I need to make this underground plot, but you know, it has this incredible cult following. Proud to be part of that group.
I've never seen it before. I text Rocky, so I know this night was coming up. So I figure, what the hell? And I dragged my friend over here too. So.
For the last 3 weeks I've been coming here, so we just talked about it, and I'm mostly here for nostalgia because I've seen it when it first came out as a kid, and I just want to see it again.
So, are you here to see Super Mario Brothers?
Yes.
And why is that?
I love the movie, personally. It's one of my favorites from when I was a kid.
And what better way to spend Geek Pride Day than coming to see a really horribly awesome video game movie?
It's like one of my childhood favorites. Love that.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
It's the best movie based on a video game.
Very true, by a long shot. It was pretty bad at the time, but everything that's come out just made it look better.
Yeah, exactly. Not even Street Fighter is better than that. That comes close.
We're standing in line at midnight to see it. I think it's easily my favorite. Super Mario Brothers is the one movie from my childhood that I still rewatch as an adult, and I am completely satisfied. He's not inebriated either. The same thing cannot be said about such films as Street Fighter. I think Ghostbusters would be too. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But did you know that Mario Brothers is actually a time travel piece? And,
It's true, it's true.
And actually, they were on Earth the whole time in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Wait, how's that time travel piece?
Because they went back in time to the dinosaur times. That's when Bowser was there. And traveled back and forth.
But he's not a dinosaur until like the last 5 minutes. Have you even seen this?
Damn it!
Do you even know what's...
They shoot him with a super bazooka from. They shoot him with the bazooka from the SNES. That's what I remember.
This is a waste of your time.
Just turn off the camera.
I'm very excited to see it. It's been like 15, probably, maybe 20 years since I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah,
You know, this is the 19th anniversary.
19, probably not.
When I first saw it, I had no appreciation for bad film yet, so it was just a really bad movie, so I'm excited to review it.
I don't know. I love Bob
Exactly.
Hoskins.
That's exactly it. This is why.
It's true.
This is why.
It's true.
I love it
for this very reason.
It is. It was made, I think, to be hated but loved at the same time.
Absolutely.
There's no way they made it and said, we're proud of this.
Yeah, no, they did.
But they knew
They'd go down in history because guys like us would come back in our 20s.
No,
Because what, we
gonna
were
start
8
soon.
when it came out?
How did you find out about it?
I was at Justin Park last week and they showed a preview.
That's good. And have you seen this movie before? Are you just curious?
Yes, I've seen it.
I played the game.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, we're going to have casting crew inside. There's David Snyder is going to introduce it. Yes. And this guy right here, he works on the special effects.
Oh.
So we have people. Mario's girlfriend, Dana Kaminsky, she's in there right now too. So we're having a few people show up.
This is like a big deal.
Yes. It's the 19th anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where was Steven Spielberg last week? I didn't know you guys go all out here.
Well, we liked the movie. We decided to set it up. It seemed like something worth our time. Yeah.
Best movie ever made.
Oh, sure.
But it was the first digital. It was the first all digital effect. So.
It's amazing. It's amazing visual effects.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs are awesome.
I think just in the background, like this first used the city site Kodak scanning system, and first used frame. So it was like really pretty. Everyone in visual effects today knows about this movie.
Yeah.
That's Dana Kaminsky. I'm Dana Kaminsky. This is Deb Twinese. She made the
Yes. Electronic press kit.
I'm Parker Bennett. I'm one of the writers of Super Mario Brothers, and I was just telling a story about my friend Tom McHugh, a guy childhood friend. I wrote a character in my first movie after I named him after him. He got $1 for that. But when he was about 16, he got pulled over by this cop, and the cop was like, wanted to chat, like he wanted to he was bored or something, and so he's talking with this nervous 16-year-old, like he's pulled me over here, and I'm like, and the guy's just trying to be nice, and he says, "What do you want to do?" And he says, I don't know. And he says, "Be a cop." And so I don't know, that popped into my head because now I'm like, when I meet people who want to be a writer, I want to go, be a writer. It's awesome. It's like you come up with great fun stuff, and then all these amazing talented people spend an inordinate amount of time building it, like this crazy dinosaur head and the boots and and the cities and the plots. Like the stuff you wrote at 3 in the morning, some prop guy has made. It's just the most incredible thing. So it's fun to be a part of it. Be a writer. Do it.
So thanks for coming out. This film was very dear to me. It was a personal idea of mine. So thank you for coming out and seeing Super Mario Brothers. It's great big numbers. We got so many special guests here. I even have later on we're gonna have Ryan Haas and Stephen Applebaum, who run the Super Mario Brothers the movie the website.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest, the production designer of the movie is here in person as well, so he's going to be doing a little bit of thank you dearly to see this awesome, truly awesome movie. The single best, last week we showed the second best dinosaur movie from 1993, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park now. Super Mario Brothers, the best dinosaur movie. Who here saw this in 1983 when it first came out? A lot of you, that's fantastic. Who here hasn't seen it before? Your mind is about to have its ass kicked. It's amazing. So anyway, thanks for coming out. Turn your damn cell phones off. And I'm going to introduce right now it's Ryan Haas and Stephen Applebaum. Please come on down.
How is everybody? I've actually never seen the movie in theater, so I'm glad you all came. I know, it's awesome, right? So, my name's Ryan Haas. I started the Super Mario Brothers the Movie Archive website back in 2007, and 5 years later, we're sitting here, in Los Angeles watching this movie on the big screen for the first time in almost 20 years. So if you have fun tonight, we're showing this next month in Wilmington, North Carolina, where the movie was shot on June 21st. So if you feel like it, there's that screening, and then there's also Seattle the next day on June 22nd. Wow. Yeah. So
across the country.
Yeah. So here's Steven and what's up, Steven?
Hi, my name is Stephen Applebaum. I joined this site a couple of years ago. It was kind of dead. He had given up on it. I decided to help him out, set up some interviews, and we ended up getting in contact with and becoming friends with a lot of people who worked on the movie. And a few years later, here we are now. We're making this happen. We thought it would be a good thing to bring the movie back to the masses. It's kind of forgotten, but Mario is still as big as ever. So I drove down here from the Modesto area. It's about 300 miles north. And I stopped by a few studios, and I picked up the dinosaur props and the boots that you see in the lobby.
Yeah, everybody like the props outside?
Yeah! Those were loaned to us by Robert Berman, who made the dinosaur sculpts. And the dress was given to us by one of the costume manufacturers, Salvador. So we hope you enjoy them. We're not going to be seen anytime soon again.
Unless you come to Wilmington.
So we're going to finish up here and allow you to watch the movie. When we're finished, you're welcome to join us in the lobby. We'll be interviewing people. It'll be pretty late, so you can just go home. But if you want to talk about the movie a little more, feel free to do so. And right now I'm going to give the mic off to David L. Snyder. He did the film's production design. He designed all the cities you see. before. He worked on Blade Runner and Movie Archive. So here he is, and we hope you enjoy his stories he has to tell about working on the movie.
Well, I just want to say that 20 years ago today we were actually working on the film. We started somewhere around May, I think, and finished sometime in August or September, so it took a long time. There's about 400 people on the crew of this movie, so I can't mention one, or I'd have to mention them all. But it's not. I was on the film for so long that it changed concept time after time, and yet the sets basically remained the same. And when the Disney company came in to pick up the picture for distribution, they had an idea of what the film should be, and there were other ideas that the other creative parties had imagined that it would be like. So it's flawed in some ways, and in other ways people find it interesting because of the association to the video game. But as far as I'm concerned, it's very difficult for me to watch any movie that I worked on and not think about all the things that we didn't do or should have done or could have done. So I'd like to turn off my brain for a day or so and watch some movies that I worked on and see how I actually feel about it without being emotional. So in any case, watch the movie and make your own judgment. I think it's a fun ride. It slows down, it picks up, but overall, at least they made the movie and it's enjoyable.